Welcome to our channel. Today we will explore a fascinating topic that has captured the imagination of millions over the centuries. The Prophecies of Nostradamus for the year 2024. But before diving into the mysteries of the future, do you know who this enigmatic figure was and why his predictions continue to be the subject of study and admiration even today? Michel de Nostradamus was a French physician and astrologer from the 15th century whose visions of the future continue to generate debates and theories. But how can a man from the past have such an impact on our present and possibly our future? Stay with us as we decipher the alarming prophecies of Nostradamus for 2024 and discover how they might influence your life. Are you ready to unravel the secrets of tomorrow? Don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss a detail. The past prophecies that came true. To better understand Nostradamus's prophecies, let's take a look at some of his past predictions that have surprisingly materialized over the years. These examples not only strengthen the credibility of Nostradamus's visions, but also offer us a glimpse into the power of his words, which have transcended time. First, we have the Great Fire of London in 1666. Nostradamus wrote, "The fire will burn the buildings of the new city," and astonishingly, London was consumed by flames in that year, leaving the city in ruins. How could he foresee such a specific and catastrophic event with such anticipation? Another fascinating case is the rise of Napoleon Bonaparte. Nostradamus described a military leader born near Italy who would become one of France's most powerful leaders. Napoleon, born in Corsica, fulfilled this vision by rising to power and conquering much of Europe. Coincidence? Or did Nostradamus truly have the ability to see beyond his time? No less impressive was the prediction about the French Revolution. Nostradamus spoke of aristocratic heads rolling. About 200 years later, the revolution flooded the streets of France, culminating in the execution of 16 and the fall of the French monarchy. Could Nostradamus have truly visualized this dramatic turn in France's history? He even predicted the devastating impact of World War II and the rise of Adolf Hitler. Although in his texts he called him Hitler, he spoke of a conflict that would engulf the entire world, initiated by a figure emerging from the land of the Great War Machine. Hitler, emerging from Germany, eerily fits this description, and let's not forget his reference to the twin brothers who would be attacked by two iron birds, which many believe is an allusion to the 9/11 terrorist attacks on New York's Twin Towers. The accuracy of these words leaves many wondering about the extent of his visionary abilities. These examples lead us to ask, if these prophecies have been fulfilled so precisely so far, what can we expect for 2024? Nostradamus's predictions for the coming year are even more disturbing and could have significant implications for all of us. Now that we have seen how some of Nostradamus's prophecies have been fulfilled throughout history, do you think his predictions for 2024 could be just as accurate? Don't go away, because in the next section we will explore the specific visions that Nostradamus has described for the coming year. Are we on the verge of events that could change our world as we know it? Nostradamus's prophecies for 2024, delving into the fascinating world of Nostradamus's prophecies for the year 2024, we come across predictions that are both disturbing and revealing. These visions, written centuries ago, continue to capture our attention and provoke questions about our future. Today, we will take a detailed look at some of the most significant ones and their possible interpretations, trying to uncover how they might impact our modern lives. The first prophecy for 2024 that we will analyze involves major transformations in the climate and environmental sphere. Nostradamus predicted that great waves would cover the coasts and the burning sky would consume the earth. This statement can be interpreted as a warning of possible extreme natural disasters, such as massive floods or uncontrollable wildfires, which could be related to accelerated climate change. This prediction urges us to reflect on our relationship with the environment and the necessary actions to mitigate the effects of global warming. Another alarming issue is global conflicts. Nostradamus writes about an emerging leader from the East who, with force and fire, will take control of the West. This text may suggest an escalation in geopolitical tensions, possibly involving new emerging powers challenging the status quo. This scenario invites us to think about how international relations could drastically change in the near future, affecting global peace and stability. Nostradamus also touches on the subject of a deep economic crisis. According to his words, gold will hide, the market will fall, and the world will mourn the lost wealth. This vision could be warning of a future global economic recession that could trigger serious financial problems worldwide. This prophecy puts into perspective the fragility of our economic systems and the need for stronger policies to safeguard the economy in the face of possible collapses. As for technological advancements, Nostradamus predicts that man's machine will read thoughts, and that will bring fear. This suggests that developments in areas like artificial intelligence could reach levels that today we can barely imagine, including technologies that directly interfere with individual privacy. This prediction makes us question the ethical boundaries of technology and the importance of regulating its development to protect human integrity. Additionally, Nostradamus mentions a spiritual rebirth in response to these crises. In the midst of crisis, humanity will look to the heavens and find the light, which could be interpreted as a global spiritual awakening. This aspect of his prophecies is especially relevant in times of uncertainty, as it suggests that in search of answers and comfort, humanity could return to its spiritual roots or explore new avenues of spiritual understanding. After examining these visions, it is inevitable to wonder about our ability to influence these possible futures. Are these prophecies destined to come true, or can we take measures to change the course of the events that await us? How could individual and collective actions today shape a different future? In the next section of the video, we will explore how different regions of the world could be affected by these prophecies and discuss strategies to confront and possibly alter these potentials. Could we, as a global society, mitigate the effects of these grim omens through conscious decisions and international collaboration? Do you feel ready to face the challenges that Nostradamus poses for the year 2024? Stay with us as we delve even deeper into how these prophecies could reshape our world. Do you believe we are destined to live as Nostradamus predicted, or is it in our hands to write a different ending? Be sure not to miss the next part of our analysis, where we will explore the measures we can take to better prepare for the possible future that awaits us. Global impact of the prophecies for 2024 before us unfold Nostradamus's prophecies for 2024, each one bringing potential consequences on a global scale. It is vital to understand not only the nature of these predictions, but also how they could impact various regions of the world. Let's delve into some possible scenarios that will help us visualize the scope of these prophesied events: natural disasters and climate change. According to the predictions, we could see a notable increase in extreme natural disasters. The prophecy of great waves covering the coasts suggests a rise in events such as tsunamis or catastrophic floods. Countries with extensive coastlines, such as Bangladesh, Indonesia, or the United States, could face severe challenges, displacing populations and devastating local economies. The call to improve early warning systems and coastal infrastructure will be crucial to mitigate these impacts. Global conflicts. The forecast of an emerging leader from the East who will take control of the West with force and fire could foreshadow new geopolitical conflicts. This scenario could generate tensions in areas already charged with friction, such as the South China Sea or the NATO-Russia border. The implications of a conflict of this magnitude would be enormous, affecting not only the regions directly involved, but also the global economy and international security. Global economic crisis. The prophecy warning of a severe economic crisis resonates particularly in a period where many economies are still recovering from past crises. Highly indebted countries, or those dependent on a single resource or industry, could face times of extreme difficulty. The predictions could be indicating the need for economic diversification and strengthening resilience policies globally, technological advancements, and ethics. The vision of machines capable of reading thoughts takes the ethical debate about artificial intelligence and privacy to a new level. Countries at the technological forefront, such as Japan, South Korea, and the United States, could find themselves at the center of this dilemma. The question of how to balance technological advancement with individual rights will be crucial, possibly leading to new global legislation on privacy and AI usage. Spiritual Renaissance. Finally, the prophecy of a spiritual awakening in times of crisis could profoundly influence how societies respond to adversity. This spiritual renaissance could lead to an increase in movements that promote solidarity and sustainability, impacting how communities face and adapt to global changes. After exploring how these prophecies could affect different areas of the world and pose new challenges and opportunities, we must ask ourselves, are nations and communities prepared to face these potential scenarios? What strategies could we implement to mitigate the negative effects and enhance the positive ones? In our next section, we will delve into how different regions are preparing for these potential events and discuss strategies that could be implemented to improve global resilience. What concrete measures can world leaders take to protect their populations and economies in the face of such prophecies? Don't miss this analysis, because what comes next will give you an even deeper perspective on the global preparation and response to the future that awaits us. According to Nostradamus's visions, can we change our destiny? If you like this video, don't forget to subscribe, turn on notifications, and give us a thumbs up. Your support is essential to keep creating videos like this. Thank you, and let's keep moving forward. How to prepare for 2024. As we explore the alarming prophecies of Nostradamus for 2024, the question that resonates in everyone's mind is, how can we prepare for the possible scenarios that these predictions suggest? Preparation and adaptation will be key, and in this section, we will focus on providing general advice and highlighting the importance of resilience in the face of an uncertain future. 1. Education and awareness. The first step toward preparation is education. Being informed about possible threats and understanding the mechanisms behind phenomena such as climate change, geopolitical conflicts, and economic crises can help us anticipate and mitigate risks. Fostering awareness at the community and individual levels is essential to develop more effective adaptation strategies. 2. Adaptability and flexibility. The world is constantly changing, and the ability to adapt will be more valuable than ever, both personally and professionally. Cultivating a flexible mindset can help us navigate the challenges that Nostradamus's prophecies hint at. This includes being willing to learn new skills, explore different professional paths, and be open to changing perspectives in the face of new realities. 3. Strengthening infrastructure. In response to natural disaster predictions, improving our infrastructure to make it more resilient is crucial. This can mean anything from strengthening coastal defenses against flooding to designing buildings that can withstand extreme weather conditions. Investments in green technology can also be an effective way to address the effects of climate change. 4. Community support networks. Creating and strengthening community support networks can be vital in times of crisis. These networks can facilitate the distribution of resources, offer emotional support, and share crucial information during emergencies. Cultivating a supportive and collaborative community can make a big difference in the ability to respond to unexpected events. 5. Financial preparedness. In the face of a possible economic crisis, financial preparedness becomes indispensable. This could include anything from diversifying investments to creating an emergency fund that can offer a safeguard in difficult times. Learning to manage personal and business financial resources prudently can cushion the effects of an economic recession. 6. Mental and physical health. Resilience is not just a matter of external resources, but also of internal strength. Maintaining good physical and mental health allows us to better face challenges. This includes adopting healthy habits such as a balanced diet, regular exercise, and mindfulness practices that can strengthen our mental and emotional capacity to handle stress. 7. Innovation and technology. Finally, technological innovation can offer solutions to many of the challenges that Nostradamus' prophecies suggest. From advancements in artificial intelligence that can improve the safety of our systems to new technologies in renewable energy, investing in research and development can pave the way toward a more sustainable and secure future. Having explored these tips on how to prepare for the year 2024, we are left asking ourselves, are we truly ready to put these strategies into practice? How could each of us begin implementing these changes in our daily lives to strengthen our capacity for adaptation and response? In the next section, we will delve into the importance of resilience and adaptation, exploring stories of individuals and communities that have overcome impressive challenges. We can learn from their experiences to better prepare for whatever future the prophecies of Nostradamus may foresee. Don't miss this vital part of the video, where we will give you additional tools to strengthen your ability to face the unknown. Critical perspective, skepticism, and faith. In our journey through Nostradamus' prophecies for 2024, we have explored how they could impact our world and what we can do to prepare. However, it is crucial to approach this topic from a critical perspective, evaluating the skepticism and faith that these visions of the future elicit. Should we take these predictions literally, or is there a more nuanced approach we could consider? Let's examine the various opinions and arguments circulating in the debate about Nostradamus' prophecies. Scientific skepticism and rationality. From a scientific and rational perspective, Nostradamus' prophecies are often viewed with skepticism. Critics argue that his writings are extremely vague and metaphorical, allowing for multiple interpretations that can be conveniently linked to any major event in hindsight. For example, the claim that great waves will cover the coasts could apply to numerous natural disasters throughout history without necessarily constituting a specific or verifiable prediction. Additionally, the phenomenon known as confirmation bias can lead people to see patterns where none exist, interpreting Nostradamus' texts in a way that matches world events, while ignoring the times his predictions do not align with reality. Scientists and skeptics urge maintaining an evidence-based approach and not being swayed by interpretations that lack empirical support. Faith and metaphorical interpretation. In contrast, there are those who advocate for a more symbolic or metaphorical interpretation of Nostradamus' prophecies. This group often includes people of faith and those interested in mysticism and the paranormal. They argue that Nostradamus did not intend for his prophecies to be understood as literal, exact predictions, but rather as warnings or messages that require interpretation. For these believers, Nostradamus's prophecies offer an opportunity to reflect on our direction as a society and how our current actions can influence the future. They believe that more than predicting specific events, Nostradamus invites us to consider possible futures and make conscious decisions to avoid negative outcomes or better prepare for the inevitable. Cultural and social impact. Beyond faith and skepticism, it cannot be denied the cultural impact that Nostradamus has had throughout the centuries. His prophecies continue to fascinate people and generate discussion, demonstrating his persistent relevance in popular culture. This phenomenon also reflects a broader human interest in the mysteries of the future and the search for meaning in a world filled with uncertainty. Critical conclusion. Should we then take Nostradamus's prophecies literally? The most balanced answer would be not to completely dismiss the possibility that some of his visions may contain elements of truth, but it is also vital to approach them with critical thinking, aware of their limitations and the speculative nature of any type of prophecy. Reflecting on these perspectives, we find ourselves faced with a choice. Will we opt to see Nostradamus's prophecies as mere historical curiosities or as catalysts for self-examination and preparation for the future? Each of us, depending on our beliefs and experiences, will arrive at a different answer to this question. So I ask you, dear viewer, what do you think of Nostradamus's prophecies? Do you believe they have a place in our decisions and planning for the future, or do you see them simply as entertainment? Share your thoughts in the comments and join this fascinating discussion on the boundary between faith, skepticism, and the pursuit of knowledge. I hope you enjoyed this analysis of Nostradamus. Now, don't miss more incredible revelations in our next video. Incredible! Baba Vanga's predictions for 2024 are already happening. Click here on the screen to discover what surprising predictions are coming true. Keep exploring the mystery and subscribe for more fascinating content.